Well, Gopal, I have to say a great employee is like a four-leaf clover, hard to find and lucky to have.
This saying is absolutely true to one of our most dedicated and handsome employee who has been relentlessly working with SYF for 16 long years.
I totally agree. Let's welcome Prem and his family on the stage as we are celebrating his retirement party today.
Woo!
Round of applause.
Welcome, sir. Welcome.
Check. Good evening, everybody. First of all, apologies for the late turning in. I didn't want to show my book. So, with all the traffic snails, we could reach finally, and that indeed filled me with a lot of energy. Priyanka's and Mike and everybody else, Juni, Bharat. I'm sorry, I'm trying to remember the names. This is natural for me to forget things. That's why I do have this book. Please don't misunderstand me. Okay, coming to my story, I joined GE back in 2006. Merlin is the only teammate who is remaining here in the company. Maybe they move to other portfolios. Okay. At that time, I was a computer illiterate. Then, of course, I'm not a tech savvy now. Well, soon after joining for 2 days, I was whiling off my time because scared of the system. How to take the calls, how to type in the information on the computer, I was not at all aware of. But I was adept at typewriting. I almost passed the speed test. Then he gave me the advice, why do you while off? The company will think that you're not interested in your job or you're not serious enough. So that suggestion spurred me to action. How did I do? My avatar was keep a notebook handy and also a pen. What do I do with that? Write down everything on the book, take it on the computer. Needless to say, that is a time consuming task. I think most of you know Rajesh, who worked as the training manager here. He was the guy sitting next to me. Then he would sometimes observe me. And on one occasion, he pulled away my notebook and pen. I felt a bit offended. But then he began to encourage me, you have the capability, you have the knowledge, go ahead and type everything on the computer. Even though I was nervous a little bit in the beginning, it went on well. I am so thankful to Rajesh. Pretty soon, there was fan following for my voice, both, both, from, the, both from the management and teammates as well. The then AVP, if I'm not wrong, Sylvester Rodriguez, he said, I listened to your calls. I love them very much. I was so delighted. And then the manager, Deepa Rajan, encouraged me to come to uh, Escalations Help Desk. I said, Deepa, I'm very cool like this. Let me go on. He said, come on, you have an assertive voice. That is what is needed in escalations. Why don't you? She tried her best and she left me to my liberty. Well, it has been an extremely exciting journey to work with youngsters and to learn a lot of things from the youngsters. Usually, you see that younger generation will learn from the others, but in such a company as this, there is so much to learn from youngsters. I thank each one of the people who had helped me all along my path into different processes. Well, from phone banking of Dillard's, I moved to day shift. I was there for some time. I'm sorry, I forgot the manager of that time. Ramesh Srinivasam was there, who encouraged me, why don't you try for day shift? You have a family. Of course, he knows my dream. He began to encourage me. The one who took, after he left, the initiative was a manager. I'm sorry, I tried to remember his name. I could not. I could only remember Richa Mahajan's name. There was a manager who had a very long hair. I think he's in Gulf now. I forgot, he's a Philip something. He has a very long hair. He was the one who pushed me with a lot of motivation into day shift. He also assured me, if you feel you cannot get on there, come back here. The door is always open. So I got a lot of courage and went into call taking into overnight team. There were around 20 plus processes. They will just coach you and then ask you to take calls. I was nervous in the beginning, but later on, with the help of the managers and the teammates, I went on. Well, after leaving overnight team, I joined waivers team, and then I was taking care of Vision Plus, late fee waivers again, and then pay by phone. I'm sorry. Finally, I joined fraud surveillance, from where I am exiting. Well, in the non-voice processes, I mean, in call taking, everything is genius driven. There is no argument needed. But in the non-voice processes, some kind of argument, some kind of suggestions, both from the team and the manager, will be there. But then I would not easily agree to them. I would argue I have a method to my madness. Then, just like English gained international popularity just because of acceptance, we just write CALM, but we say calm. LAMB, we write it, but we say lamb. Like that, why not? I go with the flow. And then it went on successfully. Excuse me. Coming to the facilities given by the company, flex shift, split, sick leave once in a way. DJ was laughing at me when I said to him, DJ, we had a sick leave per month in my previous organization. Do you anticipate of your sickness every month? That's what she said. But after all, young or old, everybody we feel once in a month at least, why not I skip my work? That is the greatest advantage given to me during my period, not after I enjoyed it very much. And also, most of all, working from home. That is a splendid experience. I can never forget it. You have enough time. Of course, I have become a coffee addict. Kitchen is not very far. The manager's eyes are not on me. I can walk there any number of times I like. And then during my time with the waivers team, Deepak was our senior manager. He said, why don't, in one of the meetings, why don't you guys display your talents if you have? That encouraged me greatly, and I began to send mails titled Enrich English and Enjoy Comic Site. Some jokes will be there alongside one English word per day. There was a very great response, and I was very much, I mean, they were very much delighted. And I shared with DJ, I think. I read so many books, and I went through thousands of words, but I hardly remember them, DJ. Because Deepak asked me to send these mails, I have been sending some bit of memory is there of the words which I send on a daily basis. I thank him very much. And the secret of my language is who? The one on my left-hand side, Mary, my wife. And my family cooperated with me throughout my stint. I thank them very much. And I could witness a remarkable empowerment among the women where I worked previously. That was a humanitarian organization where I was dealing with a project called Micro Enterprise Development, where we will lend from the organization 10,000 to 12,000 rupees for petty businesses. And I could see a great improvement. And I'm very excited and happy to see the lady employees at the helm, not forgetting the former CEO. I used to read a lot about women empowerment in my college days, and I would write some poems to empower them, to inspire them. And I have 4 sisters. Maybe that is the reason why I always was for women empowerment. And coming to my learnings, what did I learn here? United, we stand. I was cross-talking like Arnab Goswami. Forgive me, guys, Arnab fans, but I overcame them fully because I went through the phone banking skills training, communication skills as well. And then I recognize the time, the importance of time. I can simply measure when somebody is talking to me, how long he is talking, or how long am I killing him with my talk. It's all because of having a telephone on my desk while I was working. Then I recognize the need for voice modulation. I think my voice is a bit deep. So, voice modulation, if it is rectified, that will help me in the long run in case I go for voice dubbing. Post retirement, what is my program? Learn music. That is my dream all along. I never had an opportunity. Read books with complete concentration. Spend quality time with my family. As Sai said, I will T-Hub. I will visit T-Hub, which is just close by, and share my opinions and learn. As Junie said, before I start yelling at my kids, I'll go out, find some work for a day or two in an NGO or so. Thank you, Junie and Sai. Finally, I express my apologies to whomever I have wronged. My brother-in-law's car number is 6016. How I wish that becomes true with me. I wish you all the very best and thank you for lending me your ears. I thank the management and the staff for this event and also for giving me the time to share my experiences. Special thanks to Priyanka. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Prem, for sharing your experience with us. And ma'am, would you like to speak uh, about Prem? And you're also welcome if you would want to.
Good evening, everyone.
Yeah, it's there. You just need to speak a little.
Hello.
Yeah.
Good evening, everyone. First of all, I would like to thank all the staff members and the management for arranging this program. And I would like to thank the company also for giving a great opportunity for my husband to work in this office in a good ambience. And generally, we'll go to the airport via this road. So while going, my husband always shows me, this is my office. So I always look from outside, I used to look from outside, but today I'm very much delighted to see your office here. It's very nice. I liked it so much. And coming to my husband, he's very jovial, very loving. He's good natured also. And I learned certain things from him. Uh, See, when someone hurts him, uh, he feels pain, of course, but he won't keep it in his heart. He will forget about it, and he doesn't have the nature of nagging something. And if I tell something some about somebody, that some person has done this, that, if I tell him, he'll simply tell, you need not feel much about it, just keep it aside, don't think about it. He tells me like that. So after getting married, I learned from him that nature, leaving everything. If someone does something, some harm or something, I'll also leave that. I won't keep it in my heart. We don't have grudge in our hearts. So I learned it from him. Otherwise, earlier that I used to keep everything in my heart and feel so much for some days. That thing has gone away from me. I learned that from my husband. And uh, he's a good, and whenever there is argument between us, very in a short while we'll forget that and we'll reconcile and again we'll start speaking. And my children, my son and my daughter tell us that, what mom and dad, just now sometime back you have quarreled or you have argued, such a big argument it was, and how come you're able to talk all the time? They'll be wondering. So by God's grace, we have got that nature. We will reconcile and we'll behave as usual. So that is there. by God's grace, God has given me a good husband, and he is a voracious book reader. He reads books continuously. Even if I take him to the shopping mall, he will search for a chair or a stool, sit somewhere at the corner, leave me, and he leaves me, and he keeps reading. I'll ask him, Habi, come here, see whether this saree is good. He'll come and, oh, it is nice. Come on, you take it. If you want, you take it. If you want, you select it. He'll tell like that. And he leaves it. Again, he'll sit and keep reading. So he does like that. Once, when after getting married, in the beginning of our marriage, I'm working as a teacher in a government school. In the beginning, I used to work at Tandur, near Vikarabad. I don't know whether you know it or not. My first appointment was there at Tandur. So once, while we were coming in the bus, he did not get a seat. My son was very small, and I got a seat and was sitting there. He was standing there in the bus, holding that rod. One with one hand he was holding the rod, and another hand he was reading the book. He's such a guy. Okay, next, wherever he goes, to whichever shop he goes, whomever he meets, he'll make friends with them nicely. Now we came by cab. Actually, my son came by our car from his office directly. We came by cab. So that cab driver became his friend. So nicely he makes friends, and he's such a jovial person. And thank you for giving me this time. Once again, I thank you all for coming here, spending your time, and uh, all the very best.
Thank you.
Sure, sure, please.
Hey, check, 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 check. Good evening, everyone. Thanks for coming. Thanks for being here. Thanks for making this happen, especially to the ones who organized this. Thank you. I actually thought you work at some boring place, but you seem to be working with a fun bunch of people. uh, well, I actually tried. I didn't get in. uh, well, like everyone, I'd have a lot of great things to say about my dad, but a couple of things that are very special to me about my father is he always, I've always seen him learning to be a parent than just being one. He's always evolved as a parent and always put that effort to become better. And it was a job to him. It was not just, a normal responsibility, but it was something that he always aspired to get better at. So, yeah, and then there's not much ego in our relationship like it is with many or a few Indian son and father relationships, but it is different with my dad. Uh, Mostly he's the first to apologize if we sparred about anything or any such situations. He's always the first to apologize. So yeah, there was always that effort from my dad's side. On every relationship takes work, and my dad always put that effort, put that work into the relationship with us. And yeah, I congratulate you for reaching this milestone. Yeah, the sarcasm. I'm having to deal with this sarcasm for many years. I think it'll only increase now, but it's okay. Well, I wish you all the best. I wish you a great retired life. I hope that you get to do all that you want to in the years to come. Thanks, guys. Thanks for arranging this.
Thank you so much. Well, we also have a video clipping sent by his daughter. She also would like to share uh, a message to Prem.
Hi, Papa. Congratulations on your retirement. Still can't believe you're getting retired today. But I'm happy that you are. So you could rest a little bit, spend more time with me now. But I'd like to thank you so much for everything that you've done for the family, to provide for the family, no matter how hard it is. Thank you so much for working hard for us and ready to work each and every day. Whether you felt good or not, you showed me and all of us the best example, and you've always been the biggest motivation. You are my biggest motivation. Thank you so much for everything that you've done for us. Thank you so much for all the great sacrifices that you've done. Without you, we wouldn't be able to make it this far for sure. I hope you have a great day today. I know that you're disappointed that I couldn't be there to celebrate it with you guys, but hopefully soon we should have a blast. I definitely miss you, and I'm so sorry that I couldn't be there. Yeah, I really miss you today, and I hope you have a great day. Thank you so much for everything that you've done for us, Papa. Congratulations on your retirement again. Thank you so much, everybody who joined my Papa's retirement party today, and special thanks to Priyanka. Thank you, everybody. Papa, love you.
Thank you so much. We will have cake cutting, and then you may yeah, go and take your seat.
So we now request our leaders, Vatika and Juni, to come up on the dais for the cake cutting ceremony. Juni, Vatika ma'am.
Can you please hold this and pull it a little?
Yeah, also all those colleagues of Prem sir, please
Yeah.
take those honors.
The waivers team members are also requested to join Prem
Yep.
for the cake
The
cutting.
entire team of Prem sir, please.
Everybody will be here.
There's a condition now.
Shiva, can I have some music played, please?
Come, guys, everyone come. Come on. Share.
Okay. Yeah, please.
Ashraf, Ghazi sir, please, Benita, come on the rest.
Keep them coming, guys. Please give it up for Prem. Yeah, sure. Yeah. You want to give it to?
Sir, sorry. Sir. First. Aram se. Michael, slowly. Come, Vaishnavi, come. पता नहीं कर Baba, ensure only this side people should come. Priyanka, come, come. Come, 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 squeeze, squeeze. Ajo, ajo, ajo.
Thank you so much, everyone.
Prem sir, thank you so much.
Okay. Thank you, everyone.
Ma'am, come.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you so much, Prem. Thank you, ma'am. Yeah. Please take your seat. Thank you, everyone, for coming over for a picture. Yeah. Okay, ma'am. One moment. Yeah.
I thank all those who have uh, performed excellently the dance. Okay, and I thank all of you for making all these arrangements. Thanks a lot.
Thank you so much, Prem sir.
Check. I thank each one of you. Zarina's retirement also has taken place. It was just on the floor. It's very exciting to have an auditorium like this and the VIPs here and many team employees here. Though it is not mandatory that you have to come down, some of you have really taken time to be here. I thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Prem sir, for always supporting PSG with your constant positivity and encouragement, which I repeat again, your constant positivity and encouragement, because whenever I meet Prem sir, his positive vibes just, they are infectious. Okay, so moving on the stage, we would like to call upon Junie to say a few words about Prem sir.
Hello, everyone. I know Prem from the time that I joined PSO. So I've seen him taking calls for waivers and then, sending out the emails for the grammar, English, But he's constantly been on calls, listening to calls. And then I got the opportunity to know that he's retiring. And I did ask him when he wants to get retired, whether it should be on 5th or till the end of the month. And he said, no, I want it till 31st of December. So that's where we decided, okay, we will not, allow him on 5th, but 31st of December. And he did have questions about, what am I, can I continue working because the Telangana government has exceeded, the timelines for retirement age. Can I continue still? Was something which he did ask me recently. And I said, I don't think that's possible with Synchrony, but if you do want to don't keep yourself idle. I know that if you're at home, you will ask your wife coffee or you will tell your son, do this, do that. So please keep yourself busy. Join any NGO or at least, a part-time job, which will keep your mind occupied. But he does have a big dream to build his own house, which he's still constructing. And, I'm sure he's going to call all of you all for his housewarming. Yeah. So thank you so much, Prem. I know it's a milestone, like I told you. I don't know where we'll be when we actually, reach that age, whether we'll be with Synchrony or we'll retire. It all comes to place. But yes, congratulations and all the best for your future.
Thank you, Juni. We now request Vatika ma'am to say a few words about Prem sir.
Yeah, so stay till 60. I mean, where will you go? Nobody's going to take you anyways. Be here. Sorry. I know her, I don't know, from when she was a, minor age. She's still a minor. All of you know. That's all right. So that's why I can say all that to her. Sorry. So Premji, I think you and I know each other from long time, ExxonMobil days. I know I moved off somewhere and then I met you again in the overnight team. Then I moved again somewhere and then finally, I met you back in the PSG world. So it's always been a pleasure. There's always been something, that you've brought to the table, brought to the discussion. And that's, of course, now I can relate to it. It's probably because of all of the wonderful reading that you've been doing, because that, enriches us. I have a dream of being able to finish a book by myself, but it's never happened. So I don't know. Maybe after retirement, that might be my, dream come true. But as of now, no. Again, thank you so much, ma'am, for supporting your husband all through. I know we would have made your life a little bit miserable when we did work from home. That's how I think it happened for most of the wives, or the partners rather. But thank you again for all the support. He's saying he's had a splendid time working from home, so I'm assuming you've catered to that very well. I'm sorry I don't have your name. Joshua, okay. Joshua, thanks again for sharing, your memories, your relationships with your dad. A lot of people don't feel comfortable doing that. I heard Priyanka offering you to come and join. Most welcome. Just drop in your CV and we'll figure out, how to get you here if you really like this place to work. I know Premji will vouch for it. This is definitely a great place to work, which is why all of us are here. I've been here 21 years. This one, 22? No. 21. 21, right? She's the 22.
Oh, God.
All of you might be thinking I'm elder than her. No, yeah, she's the eldest. I'm still young. See, I'm only 21. She's the elder. So 21. She's the 22 years, right? And this place has been a home for all of us. I know some of you have come back. It's because of the love that you've all had with us and with this organization. Some of them there are like, I didn't want to say it, but yeah, since you made me say. So yeah, some of us here have been fossils, and I think we just love this place. And someday we will also have our retirement. I don't know how. I don't think Junie will do my retirement. She'll retire before me, right? We'll get to see that, yeah. Again, thank you so much, Premji. All the very best. Retirement in itself is a big milestone, a new phase. Do what you like to do. Do what you were not able to do because you were working and you had other commitments. But continue to enjoy life and live life. That's all that I would request for you to do. All the very best. Thank you.
Thank you, Vadika. Now that we've heard about, Prem's journey, Prem himself, described how he came in Synchrony and now is exiting. We also heard from Vatika. I would like to present you a slide of Prem's journey in Synchrony. Here we go. Thank you, team, for putting up together and making it a memory for Prem. Prem, I would like to read out a special note from Sheldon. Unfortunately, he's not in person present because he is unwell, but he left a note and he asked me to read it out to you. So, honoring Prem Shakespeare for his 12 years of excellent service to our team and celebrating the legacy of hard work and commitment he leaves behind. You are a true professional who's shown by example that excellence is something to aim for daily. You inspire everyone around you to be more, and I know that that will only continue in your retirement. Your work ethic and outstanding personality will be missed. May this next chapter of your story be all you want it to be. We love all that you did. Now go and do all that you love. Congratulations on your retirement. May your future be filled with more of what you appreciate and less of what you don't. All the very best from Sheldon.
Well, that was a great message from Prem's ex-manager Sheldon. And now we have our Prem's current manager, Shashi, to say a few words.
Thank you so much. Yeah, I'm very happy that, Prem is retiring, and I'm the person, current manager to be doing all this and, to be hosting. And I chose this, I said I'm going to host this and make it very nice for Prem. Thank you. Yeah, it's been only 2 months that he's been working under me as a, manager, but um, I know Prem from a very long time. I think, I worked with Prem in the overnight team. It was like for just 3 months. But, um, I always look up to him for his dedication, for his positivity. That is what something I like. I had very few interactions with him, but whenever I had, it was very impactful. I agree to you, ma'am. When you say that, he's a very cheerful person and he doesn't want anybody to hold grudge, and that's so true. He is very positive. It is very infectious. I also feel very encouraged whenever I speak to him. And he's been sending, he was talking about emails. He was sending those emails, and I also learned a lot from the email tips what he sent on English grammar and certain synonyms and all of that. So thank you so much for that continued effort to help us improve English. Thank you, Prem. And at last, I just wanted to say that, again, it's a happy moment for me that, I'm taking this up as, his current manager. Appreciate all that you do, sir, and all the very best.
Thank you so much, Shashi. Thank you for your good words. Now, what's coming up next?
Well, I would also like the audience who are waiting. If you would like to speak about Prem, anybody who's joined us virtually, to take up this opportunity, let us first give it to the ones who are virtually present with us. Anybody, please let us know. While you guys prepare yourself, yeah, please unmute and speak. For now, I see Rekha coming up to speak about Prem. Let's give it up for Rekha, and the second one would be virtual one. So please be ready.
So, we had farewell for Suraj, and I think the first message I got was from Prem. So, I've heard from a lot of you that he's very positive and he's always like he doesn't hold grudges. It was like he sent me a message. Again, he pinged me, Rekha, did you get my message? Is it good? Do you like it? Do you want me to change something? And one of the best things what I've heard is I have one of my colleagues who is right now with global production team, and I've told her we have a town hall. And then she told she was sometime back with PSD. She told me, yeah, even I have the invite, and I seems to be we have Prem's retirement. I said yes. So trust me, she spoke about you for like 10 minutes. So that was like, I felt, why didn't I get a chance to work with you, sir? So congratulations on your retirement and good luck.
Thank you,
Thank you so
Rekha.
much, Rick.
Hi, everyone. Good evening, everyone. Good evening to all the leaders and welcome, ma'am, and Prem and Joshua. Yes, you were actually the one. You said that you were not lucky enough. Yes, you were not lucky enough. I was lucky enough to work with Prem sir, and he's such a jovial person. He always used to encourage people and have that positive vibe around him. And I definitely agree to it. I know it's repetitive, but yes, I want to mention that. So one fine day, I was saying, "Is it? It's there." I said. So he said, "Don't say that. Say, is it there?" So yeah, he always used to correct me for my English, which was bad. But yeah, thank you so much. This is one of the example, but there are so many examples where he has actually taught me. It doesn't mean that I'm bad at English, but yeah, there were yeah, but there were many instances where we have the slang, right? So he always used to correct me for that. Thank you so much, sir. And I've always been a fan of your voice, right from the time when I heard you the first time. So my sister used to take calls, and you were just sitting, in the other aisle, and you were taking calls, I guess. So I asked my sister, "There's somebody who's taking call on the other aisle. What's his name?" She said, "He's Prem." I told her I'm in love with his voice. So since then until now, I have the same feeling about your voice. And thank you so much, sir, for being with us. And thank you for everything that you do. And I wish you all the best for your future too. Have a nice time.
We have Sai Lakshmi from the virtual audience who would like to speak now. Please unmute yourself, Sai Lakshmi.
Yeah, hi. Good evening, everyone. It's great to see all the excitement, all the programs that is being conducted for the Prem Sir and from the leadership. I enrolled myself to come to office, but I came from Chennai. I was a little not well because of the cold and the wind out here. So I knew Prem Sir while walking to cafeteria, and while I was doing step, I did some background work with PSG team earlier then. So it was very nice to meet him at the time. He's very approachable, very disciplined person I have come across in the team. Congratulations, Prem sir. Wish you a great journey ahead. It was lovely to see the words from your daughter and your family. Um, Thank you for adding more value to the work life, and your discipline matters a lot. That is a lesson to the current generation as well. So who are working. So thank you for making available with your time with your family. Nice to meet you. We will meet again soon in on social media or somewhere. So thank you so much for saying these words with you, sharing these words. Have a nice day.
Thank you so much, Sai Lakshmi. We have Banu also join us virtually to speak a few words. Please unmute yourself, Banu, while you speak.
See? Okay. Hello, Prem sir. Congratulations to you and your family and happy retirement. And I have one question for you, sir. How you were able to actually maintain your hair always combed and neatly tucked? I always wanted to ask you that. Never got an opportunity. Probably
That's a
this is
million
this is
dollar
the time where I
question.
can ask you this question. Yes. So, so I'm really happy for you, sir. I know it's going to be a very exciting journey for you. Probably I'll see your name on a book or something. I have that feeling. Um, all the best, all the very best, and please keep in touch.
Great. Thank you so much, Banu, for coming on the camera and sharing your views and also your expressions. That was great. And we also have Bruce who joined us online and who would like to speak about, share his thoughts about today's occasion. Bruce,
Hey,
please.
good. First of all, good evening, everyone. Can you hear me?
Yes, Bruce. Good evening.
Uh, Good evening, everyone. Nice dance moves, Gopal.
Woo!
Um, I wanted to take this opportunity to say thank you, Prem. When I joined the team a year ago, you were the last man standing, and we relied on you heavily to teach us the process and to get us through a big adjustment period. I wish you the very best in your retirement. Thanks for sharing some of your plans with me, and I hope that you achieve every success in life that you're aiming for in this next chapter of your life. And thank you very much for being a part of the Frost Surveillance team over this past year. We couldn't have done it without you.
That was a great message, Bruce. Thank you so much.
Thank you, everyone.